Today I'm going to talk about Iron Man 3, since Marvel is technically owned by Disney now, so there you go. I've been wanting to see it since it first came out, but I had to wait because I don't have a car yet, so I had to wait until my dad was ready to go. He was sick, so it took a few days. We finally saw it a few days ago, so by the time this uploads, it'll probably be a week from then, but whatever. I actually came into this movie with some doubts and hesitation. As much as I love the Marvel franchise, Marvel movie franchise, really, as much as I love Robert Downey Jr., and God do I ever, I was worried about the concept of the Mandarin. Here you have potential racism, and from all angles, and it's like you have an English actor playing the Mandarin, and the Mandarin himself has connotations. So I was really holding my breath. I don't know what to expect. I don't know, maybe expecting some disappointment. So, well, I guess here on out I should say spoilers to find out that not only was this kind of preemptive racism played up, but it was also kind of cleverly deliberate. Like, in the trailers, they don't even show the man behind the man. And this was extremely brilliant. To play with my expectations like that, to make me worry like that. And I think it really works on so many levels, because, like, I bet even in the universe it takes place in, people were wondering why he isn't Chinese, why he's so white. So to get the revelation that he's an English actor, and a kind of bad one in some retrospects, it's just amazing. Like, how smart can you be to take this potentially dangerous character, this potentially racist, potentially angry persona, and flip it so you were supposed to feel that way, and it was been deception on top of deception on top of lies. I'm probably not making that much sense, but I just thought it was really great they went this way. I thought it was really clever from every angle. With that said, I loved pretty much everything about this movie. Loved all the jokes. I cracked up so much at the theater. I loved all the fighting scenes. I think there were at least 5 times I shouted, "Oh my God," or "Jesus," because I was so startled by something. Clever dialogue. It was really fun. Like I said, my dad came with me, and he was actually glad that it wasn't so much action, action, action. That actually had some character development and actual story in there. And something I didn't expect from a superhero movie was the anxiety attacks. And I think in this day and age of technology, where that kind of thing is being brought out more into the open, where people are more expressive about their depression, about their mental illnesses, about the things that are happening to them, to have it addressed on the big screen, to have it addressed by someone so powerful having such a weakness, was really kind of amazing. I loved how it was brought out. I loved how seriously they took it. And I love that it wasn't exactly, like, cured. Like, there was no impression that he got over it. There's going to be slow and steady steps to handling that. Just like real people with anxiety issues. And what I didn't like, I suppose I might as well get on that, I thought Pepper would have a bigger role in this. I thought from interviews. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish she kept her superpowers. I mean, I would think that would be pretty kick-ass in the in Iron Man 4 or the New Avengers or what have you. You know, like an invincible Pepper taking down people, breathing fire, all that cool stuff. I mean, I understand why it had to be done. I understand why they had to take it away. This is just like, my silly opinion. I just like to see, girls kicking ass. Who doesn't? I guess I just wish I could have seen more of her, I suppose. But given how much sexism is so rampant in today's film, I guess I should be grateful for what I can get. I mean, she was still pretty kick-ass when she had her moments. Though she still wound up being a damsel in distress one too many times for my liking. She still became kind of an object. Ugh. But still, uh, actually, one other thing I didn't like. I mean, I understood that Tony needed to blow up all the Iron Men because they were distracting him from his life. But I think like he knew at that point there's possibility of aliens attacking, supervillains, all this kind of stuff. That wasn't going to stop anytime soon. And imagine how useful all of those suits could have been in future fights. I mean, I understand that he needed to refocus some stuff in his life, but he still has a dedication. He still said, I am Iron Man. He's still a superhero. He still has an obligation to help people. And that's going to come up again. And I really thought, well, if you really want to help people, maybe you should like stick with what works. What worked was that all those costumes. Is one way of saying it. So yeah, I was a little disappointed at that. Everything else, though, I thought was fantastic. I was terrified for Happy, even though he did something really stupid anyway. I love the scary villains. I love the drama. I love the comedy. I love the kid. The kid is like, oh god, I kind of want to adopt him. Jeez. I didn't like the whole pussy joke. You know, the scene where the kid says his father left him, and Tony says not to be such a pussy about it. Sure, it's hilarious, but I just really get sick of jokes like that, where being a pussy is a derogative term. What that having a vagina means, or like being a vagina, I guess, makes you weaker, makes you more pitiful. I mean, come on, Tony, you're better than that. Look, Pepper would kick your ass if she heard about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I didn't like, but honestly, that was hard to pick. This was a really fun movie from start to finish. I even loved the end stinger. I mean, I thought it was going to be like more alluding to a next film, because that's what they usually did. But still, it was pretty funny, and I like seeing how he's really getting along with Bruce Banner. I actually had to remind my dad who that was. It was a very sweet moment between the two, and a good reminder that these two are human, and they can have human relationships. Kind of wondering if I'm rambling at this point, but supposed to wrap things up. If you love Marvel, if you love RDJ, if you love Gwyneth, if you love these actors, if you love good plot twists, if you love a good story, if you love good comedy, if you love good drama, if you love good action, you need to see this movie because it is simply one of its own. Every time I watch one of these movies, I think, how in the world can they possibly top this? And they find a way, and that's what I'm thinking with this one. How can they possibly top this movie with all the fights and the effects and this friggin' skydiving team? Like, my god, how many takes did that scene make? And those who watch it know exactly what I'm talking about. So, man, even just talking about this movie gets me all pumped up and just thinking, and oh man, it's just a great, great movie. I really, really recommend it, even for all its faults, and as long as we point out the faults, maybe they can fix it for the next movie. So, okay, I think we'll wrap this up for real this time. Loved Iron Man 3, really recommend it. Pussy isn't funny, Pepper's awesome.